This started as a joke. I need you to understand that. We weren't trying to summon anything. We weren't being serious. The Ouija board was supposed to be a dumb party thing. Something to laugh about the next day. But something answered, and I don't think it ever left. It was a Saturday night at my friend Mason's house. He lives a bit outside town in one of those old farmhouses with more rooms than you need and a basement that always smells like wet dirt. His parents were out of town and a few of us were hanging out Mason, his cousin Riley, and a girl named Kayla. We were watching movies, eating chips, just wasting time. Around midnight, Mason got up and said, "Want to try something stupid?" That's when he pulled the board out from a cabinet in the hallway. It wasn't one of those cheap plastic ones. It was made of real wood, dark, scratched, with letters and numbers carved in. The planchette was smooth, worn at the edges like it had been used a lot. I asked him where it came from. He said it was already in the house when they moved in. I should have walked out right then. We sat around the kitchen table, lights off, a couple candles flickering near the edge. It felt silly at first. Riley was cracking jokes. Kayla was rolling her eyes. Mason explained the rules: don't ask dumb questions. Don't take your fingers off the planchette. Always say goodbye. It felt like a game. At first, nothing happened. We asked the usual stuff: is anyone here? Do you want to talk to us? The planchette sat still. I figured Mason would try to fake it to scare us, but even he looked bored. Then it moved. Just a little, like it twitched. We all looked at each other. "Did you do that?" I asked. No one answered. It slid again slowly this time. First to yes. I asked, "What's your name?" The board spelled it out. Nora. Riley smiled, still not buying it. "How old are you?" "Ba?" The air felt colder. It wasn't the open window or the night breeze. It was like something invisible had stepped into the room. Kayla asked where she was. The planchette moved again. Below. Something about that answer made my stomach twist. We sat in silence for a few seconds. I felt like someone was standing behind me, watching the back of my neck. Riley asked how she died. The board moved quicker now. Fire. Then again, Sheburned. We sat there, stunned. I wanted to stop, but Mason was staring at the board, not saying anything. Riley tried to joke, but it didn't land. Kayla's hands were shaking. Then Riley asked, "Who burned you?" The board paused and then slowly slid to M.E. That's when we all backed away a little. Mason said we should end it. We reached for the planchette to move it to goodbye, but it moved by itself to number. The candle next to me flickered, then went out. The rest of the room went quiet. Not normal, quiet, thick quiet. The kind that presses against your ears. I turned on my phone flashlight. The planchette started spelling again. Dontleave. Then we heard it. A slow, single footstep from upstairs. Heavy? We all froze. Mason whispered, "There's no one else here." Another footstep. Closer. We didn't even try to end it. We just ran outside and didn't stop until we were off the porch. The board, candles, everything left exactly how it was. We stayed out there for hours. No one wanted to go back in, not even Mason. When the sun came up, we crept inside, grabbed our bags, and left. I haven't seen the board since. I wish that was the end of it. 2 nights later, I was in bed scrolling on my phone when I got a message from a number I didn't know. No profile picture, no name, just the word Nora. I opened it. The message said, "Still here." I blocked the number, but I couldn't sleep. At 3:14 a.m., I heard tapping on my bedroom window. I live on the second floor. 3 soft taps, then silence. I didn't check. I just lay there, eyes closed, trying not to move. In the morning, I finally looked. There was a word drawn in the frost. Good night. I tried to forget it. Told myself it was a dream, stress, imagination. But the next night, I heard the voice. It whispered my name from the corner of the room. No one was there. It's been 29 nights since we played with that board. 29 nights, and I still haven't slept through even one of them. The whispering comes without fail. Always at 3:14 a.m., always starting with my name, drawn out in a voice that sounds like breath through dry leaves. Every night, it gets a little closer, a little more confident. Sometimes it speaks from behind the wall, sometimes from under the bed, sometimes it's like it's right next to my pillow. I've moved rooms, I've slept on the floor, in the tub, even in my car. It doesn't matter. It follows. At first, I tried ignoring it. Then I tried talking to it, asking what it wanted. That made it worse. It started answering. I asked, "Why me?" The voice whispered, "Because you listened." One night, I screamed at it to leave. I thought if I showed no fear, it would back off. The next morning, all the picture frames in my hallway were turned face down. No glass was broken, nothing was stolen. Just the faces hidden. That same day, a message appeared in the steam on the bathroom mirror. "I'm still in." That word "in" stuck with me. It didn't say "I'm still here" this time. It said "in" like it was already inside something. Inside the apartment? Inside me? That night, I pulled the Ouija board from where I had hidden it under the floorboards. The planchette was already sitting on the word "yes." I sat across from it. No candles this time, no friends, just me in the dark. I placed 2 fingers on the planchette. It moved instantly. H-E-L-O. I asked, "Are you Nora?" It slid slowly to Minna-O. I didn't know what to say after that. I had no name to call it, no image to give it. So I asked, "What are you?" This time, the answer came in a long, slow line of letters. It moved with weight, like every word cost something to spell. THEONEWHOWASLEFT. I asked what it wanted. TOSTAY. I asked why it picked me. YOUOPENEDIT. Then it paused. For a full minute, the planchette didn't move. I started to take my hands off, and it shot across the board so fast it scraped wood. DONT. That word felt louder than anything spoken. I left the board there and stood up. As soon as I did, the lights in the hallway flickered, then went out completely. The room dropped 10 degrees in a second. I could feel my breath. From the dark, it spoke again, not through the board. This time, through my phone's speaker. The phone wasn't on. It whispered through static, "You're part of this now. I don't remember sleeping. I don't remember getting into bed." But in the morning, the planchette was back in the center of the board, and beside it another one, smaller, thinner, made of metal, dark and cold to the touch. I didn't own it. I'd never seen it. I threw both boards in a garbage bag and drove 40 minutes to the edge of a river. I dumped them in, watched them sink. I waited. I felt stupid just standing there. Until I got back home, sitting on my bed where the boards had been was a folded sheet of paper. 4 words written in smudged ink. That wasn't the door. I don't know what it meant. I stopped using lights in the apartment. I sit in the dark now. If I see something move, I don't want to know what it is. I keep the windows covered, even during the day. I hear scratching in the walls sometimes. A soft thumping sound in the pipes. My phone rings once a night. No number. Just the same time, every time. 3:14 a.m. I never answer. I haven't spoken to Mason. Kayla's number is disconnected. Riley's account hasn't been active in weeks. I think we all got our own version of this. Some worse than others. I don't think it wants to hurt me. At least, not yet. I think it wants to become something more. To use me, maybe speak through me, maybe live through me. I don't really understand it, but I feel it. Inside my thoughts. When I'm alone. When I blink. When I lose time. Like yesterday, when I found the message in my own handwriting on the back of my grocery receipt, I didn't write it, but the message was simple. Say goodbye and I'll be real. That was the first time I truly felt afraid, because we were told that saying goodbye ends the session. That's the rule. But it's been nearly a month and I never said it. Maybe that's what it wants. Not to leave, but to come through. And now, I don't know what scares me more, that I'll keep hearing it forever, or that one day soon, I won't hear it at all.